Transfer twist for Luis Diaz. Liverpool could close a £65 million deal to sell the winger. Liverpool will make a £52 million bid for a player as soon as Federico Chiesa officially leaves Anfield. Attention fans, Liverpool is the favorite to sign an exceptional 24-year-old star this summer. Welcome, Reds supporters. Let's dive into the latest from the greatest club in the world. Liverpool and Bayern Munich are optimistic about reaching an agreement for the transfer of Luis Diaz this summer. Last week, the Bavarians had a £58.5 million offer rejected, but they are expected to return with a new bid closer to Liverpool's valuation. According to the German outlet Bild, both clubs believe they can reach a deal soon. Now, under the leadership of Vincent Kompany, Bayern is willing to pay around £65 million for the Colombian forward. Despite the initial rejection, Liverpool appears open to resuming negotiations. Sources close to the player suggest that Luis Diaz wants to leave Anfield. Initially, he showed interest in a move to Barcelona, but the Spanish club decided to pursue Marcus Rashford on loan, leaving Diaz available for other options. With his contract running until 2027 and rejecting renewal offers, Diaz's market value is unlikely to be higher than it is now. Therefore, Liverpool may see his sale as a strategic decision, especially given the need to raise funds for further squad investments. Diaz's departure could pave the way for important reinforcements. The club is close to completing the signing of Hugo Ekitike for around £79 million. Once finalized, Liverpool's total investment in this transfer window could reach £300 million. Ekitike is expected to join Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, and Milos Kerkez at Merseyside. More signings are expected, particularly if both Diaz and Darwin Núñez are sold. However, progress on Núñez's exit has stalled after Napoli chose to sign Lorenzo Luca from Udinese on loan. There is still interest from the Saudi Pro League, and Liverpool values the Uruguayan at around £70 million. Bayern Munich continues to seek offensive reinforcements following the departure of Leroy Sané and the long-term injury of Jamal Musiala. The German club is targeting both Nick Woltemade from Stuttgart and Luis Diaz from Liverpool. However, the possible arrival of Diaz has drawn criticism. Former Liverpool and Bayern midfielder Didi Hamann questioned the high cost and lack of long-term value, suggesting that Bayern should instead invest in young talent like Brian Gruda from Brighton. With the transfer market heating up, the coming weeks will be crucial for Diaz's future and Liverpool's squad reshaping. According to journalist Sacha Tavolieri, Liverpool has already identified Malik Fofana from Lyon as the ideal replacement for Federico Chiesa and is expected to submit a bid once the Italian's departure is confirmed. Chiesa is already close to leaving, having been left out of the preseason tour, further fueling speculation. Several Liverpool attackers are being linked with potential exits, including Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and Chiesa himself. Despite limited playing time last season, Chiesa has drawn interest from clubs such as Atalanta, who are reportedly ready to move for him. Although Liverpool paid just £12.5 million for him last summer, his selling price is not expected to be much higher. Despite Chiesa's limited involvement, Liverpool is keen to find a suitable replacement. Known for his skill, pace, and dribbling, Chiesa has always been a talented player, but recurring injuries have hampered his progress. His technical profile is a good fit for manager Arne Slot, who is looking for wingers that can be rotated throughout the season. However, the priority now is to find a similar player without the injury concerns. This is where Malik Fofana's name gains traction. The 20-year-old Belgian is highly rated by Liverpool's scouting department, and his versatility, being comfortable in any forward position, fits well with Arne Slot's tactical plans. Fofana is also on Bayern Munich's radar, but the German club's main focus remains on signing Luis Diaz. This gives Liverpool a strong position in negotiations with Lyon. Although Fofana would cost more than Chiesa, he offers greater quality and long-term potential, making this deal a smart investment overall. However, there is still uncertainty over whether the young talent would accept a rotational role at Liverpool, given the club's deep attacking options. Even so, his ability and development potential make him a promising and strategic choice for the Reds' future.
Liverpool fans, do you think Malik Fofana would be a good replacement for Chiesa and is ready to wear the red shirt this season?
Liverpool remains active in the transfer market, and, according to renowned journalist Matt Law from The Telegraph, the Reds are still considered the favorites to sign Crystal Palace defender Mark Guehi this summer. The search for a new center-back has become a priority following the departure of Jarell Quansah, who completed his move to Bayer Leverkusen. Guehi, 24, stands out as one of the main options to strengthen the defensive line at Anfield. In addition, the club is about to finalize the signing of striker Hugo Ekitike, which will allow the board to redirect its efforts to other positions. With Luis Diaz's future still uncertain, especially with Bayern Munich showing interest, bringing in a new left winger could soon become a top priority. Still, the defense remains one of the most sensitive areas in need of reinforcement, and Guehi emerges as a solid and proven quality solution. Despite interest from Tottenham, Liverpool remains in the lead in the race to sign the defender, who also captains Crystal Palace. The Eagles would certainly prefer to keep one of their most talented players, but a significant offer from the Reds, likely between 40 and 45 million pounds, could force negotiations. Mark Guehi is no longer just a promising talent. His solid performances in the Premier League and standout displays for the England national team at Euro 2024 have established him as an elite defender. During the European tournament, he received praise from former England goalkeeper Joe Hart, who highlighted the player's composure and maturity. A big shout out to Mark Guehi. I thought he was outstanding. He really stood out and looked very composed on the ball. I felt that Guehi allowed John Stones to play his game. The more Mark plays, the better the partnership with the center-back will be. Guehi's versatility and calm presence on the pitch are trademarks of his style. Although he may not possess the same aerial dominance as Virgil van Dijk or Ibrahima Konate, he compensates with tactical intelligence and technical ability. In the last Euro, the defender posted an impressive 93.5% pass completion rate, showing precision and confidence on the ball. In the previous Premier League season, he averaged 4.6 defensive actions per game, reinforcing his value as a consistent presence at the back. Another positive factor in Liverpool's favor is Mark Guehi's status as a homegrown player, which is important for fulfilling the Premier League's domestic training requirements. This, combined with his youth and room for development, makes him even more attractive signing for the Reds. As the transfer window progresses, the potential arrival of Mark Guehi could be one of Liverpool's biggest moves of the summer, further solidifying the squad's rebuild under the new technical leadership and strengthening the defense for the challenges of the 2025-26 season. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time.